lucky last question now. This one, I came up with it last night and it was actually quite interesting to me. So, if all your content and videos online were erased from the internet
Mm.
forever and you had the next 60 seconds, what is the most useful thought you can leave to the audience when it comes to design and customer experience?
That's quite an interesting one. I think it's about um, knowing what your underlying methodology is and then being able to apply it to any scenario and actually adapting it so it's relevant to it. And I think, as I said, transferable skills, you use different tools, whether it's AI now to what we
Yep.
used before, but certainly those transferable skills, the methodology hasn't changed. From when I started to sort of mid-career to now, it's evolved and the tools that I use are different, but the methodology overall, where you go wide and you come back and you go and actually have to define the problem, all of that's exactly the same. There's been no
Yep.
change in those things. So being able to apply it to new scenarios, whether I've spent most of my time in financial services, but I've done some CX programs in, fertilizer companies in New Zealand. So, same skills, I'm interested and I've adapted and I've learnt stuff. So for me, I'm using the same skills. It might sound boring because it sounds too much the same, but for me, the level of interest is because I've learned about a different industry, I've learned about a different challenge, or I'm using different tools. So I'm constantly learning. And I think probably the last thing that I mentioned in that space there is um, being prepared to pivot. I can say in the last 2 years, the number of changes that I've seen that have happened where I've had new grads come in to work with me and they had this pathway in their mind. The next 5 years, I'm going to do it for you, and this is what I'm going to get done. And I've gone, that sounds great. But the pace of change, we keep saying it, is happening faster and faster. And this person is literally twice within 6 months had to totally take a total right
Yep.
hand turn almost on what their plan was. And it hurt a little bit, but it's almost by saying, and I mean that in the nicest possible way, show resilience and go, okay, this is what I've got. Right. Now I'm going to roll with it. Thanks for explaining it to me. It's okay to ask the questions, but you kind of got to be prepared to make those pivots. And I think that's going to happen a lot more for
Yes.
everybody moving forward, a lot more.
Yes. Having that really, yeah, having the ability to always be on your feet and not being set on the ground with your long-term game or your long-term vision is important, especially yeah, coming down to the use of AI and how it can add value and also increase expectations for the
And there's
average
two
employee.
things that it can add value to. So sorry to interrupt there, but I think there's two things it can add value to very clearly is this is what I'm doing for the job that I've been hired to do. In my process of going through that, hey, have you seen that I could actually do something internal, an internal thing that we were all doing? And you probably noticed that we're all doing it the way we've done it for the last 10 years. Hey, I picked up this little tip and trick and I can do it in 10 minutes, which is like an hour faster because I've got this great little tool, and sharing that with your workmates because you guys are going to come
Mm,
out of university with some great things. And I love sitting down next to somebody in the office every now and again and watch. It doesn't matter. Like I'm great at Excel. I watch somebody use Excel and I'll pick up a new little hot code or something they've done that I didn't know existed. And every day I'm picking up something new. So share
yeah,
those things that are just little internal things that may not be much to you, um, in just in a nice, gentle way, but it's improving the way of your work. So if you're in there, you're actually improving the workplace environment as well. So there's two ways of improvement, I suppose, adding value.
yeah. And yeah, this comes to a wrap to the podcast. Thank you so much for making time today. Stay tuned for the next episode and we'll speak soon again.
Thank you.